Hello and welcome to the first tutorial for Victory and Glory Napoleon. In this tutorial we'll be discussing starting the game and a few basic game concepts. This is the startup screen and it allows you to begin a new game, load a saved game, change controls and preferences, watch one of these tutorial videos, view the credits, or quit. We'll start a new game. The next screen is the historical campaign selection. There is one main campaign and 5 alternate campaigns. The main campaign is the 1805 Dash for the Danube. However, the game also includes 5 other unique campaigns that each have starting dates, conditions, and starting positions that are unique for each campaign. We'll select the 1805. And each scenario also contains historical background. And you'll be able to select your level of difficulty. There are 3 levels: Corporal, General, and Emperor. General allows the player to play a game that's completely fair and neutral, no advantages to either side. Corporal is easier, giving the player some advantages and the AI opponent some disadvantages. The Emperor level conversely gives the player disadvantages and the AI some advantages, thus making it more difficult. We'll begin with the neutral setting. And this is the main map screen for the game. The map in the game covers most of Europe as well as part of North Africa and is divided into regions on land and sea zones at sea. And this allows the player to regulate movement for his armies. You'll also notice that there are several color-coded nations. The nations that are brightly colored are currently at war. Those that are not brightly colored are neutral. Spain, Prussia, and the Ottoman Empire are currently neutral, whereas France, which is controlled by the player, is at war with Britain, Austria, and Russia at the beginning of this campaign. The objective of the 1805 campaign is to defeat each one of the nations that's at war with France. You defeat the nation by marching to their capital region, defeating any army that might be in the way, and occupying that for a turn. That will then defeat that nation and they will become neutral, friendly neutral for a year. So the objective of the game, other than defeating the nations, is to win battles and ultimately defeat Great Britain. Great Britain is the most staunch enemy of France and will always be at war with France in every campaign. The objective of the game is to score more victory points, and this can be done in several ways. As I said, conquering enemy nations, winning victories, battle victories, also adding regions to the French Empire. You can see several of these regions that are not part of France are part of the French Empire. So Belgium, Holland, Hanover, Bavaria, Switzerland, Piedmont, Milan are all part of the French Empire. The player will be able to add these regions, and I'll talk about how that's done in a later video, but you'll gain points by adding regions. These various independent minor nations like Saxony, Westphalia, Hesseburg, Baden, and different regions in Italy, etc. are neutral. They're not owned by any nation at the beginning of the campaign, and they can be added. Also, regions that are currently owned, for example, the Grand Duchy of Warsaw is owned by Prussia at the beginning, and that can be taken away from Prussia and added to the French Empire. So that's another way to gain points. And that's the end of the first video.